Hello. Nice to meet you guys. This is IMM Media, Radio and Television. Uh, it's very, very important for us to digest some of the issues that are happening within the sphere of the struggle. Okay. Um, Today we're going to talk about the just ended session. Today we're going to talk about the just ended session. The seminar that was held in the uh, about the referendum was a very important seminar. So today we're going to dissect some of the issues raised by the uh, organizers of this seminar. Okay, and we are trying to see how uh, those issues, how we can arrange them to to match with the expectation of the international community, because there are lots of issues that these guys raised, and we're trying to see how uh, the referendum can work for us. We don't want to mix up with uh, all the other stuff that happen, within the realm of other struggles. We are trying to look specifically about what is happening within the Amazonian sphere, okay? Because our own example will be always unique, okay? And we are looking at that to see how we can work on those issues. Uh, we are working towards seeing how the possibility of a referendum and how we can handle it. And the international community is there trying to see also the possibility of a referendum for Amazonia, okay? But before I talk about that, I saw something that was so funny today. I mean, the La Republique parliamentarians, the La Republique parliamentarians, I don't want to call them Southern Cameroon Ambazonian parliamentarians in La Republique. That will be legitimizing them because nobody voted for them. Most of them are appointed senators and parliamentarians. They wrote a long, 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 long something. I mean, I saw it. I'm like, what are these people trying to say? They are complaining that they don't have any post of responsibility within the parliament, and the appointments are done without their consent. And but I'm like, is after 7 years that we have been in this struggle, these same parliamentarians that we have been asking them to leave that parliament, they are there, still there, and they have the guts to complain. This is really crazy. I'm like, what are they doing? They are complaining. I saw the note there that I think three of how many of them signed that document, even about four, not so many of them they sign it. I'm asking myself, what are they thinking? What were they thinking? Still staying in La Republic Parliament, then they expect something good can come from there. Come on now, these guys are just jokers. They are just jokers because I mean they didn't understand that La Republic has nothing to do with them, right? Let me read some excerpt of this their memo that they write. Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly, okay, they are CPDM parliamentarians, okay, they are complaining that they do not have a say, okay. The letter is very simple, right? They the first complaint that they give is they say the flagrant undermining of the numerical strength in parliament as a group of 18 parliamentarians of the CPGM from the Northwest region. Okay, we have during the 10 legislature period not had any representation in the following instances: the Commonwealth Parliamentary Union, the Union of African Parliaments, the CEMAC Interparliamentary Commission, the Interparliamentary Union, the ACP EU Joint Parliamentary Assembly, the Parliamentary Union of Members of the Organization of Islamic Conference, the International Assembly of French-speaking Parliamentarians, and others. They are saying that they were never contacted for all these commission and conferences or whatever, right? The second complaint they gave is the stripping off of posts of responsibilities from the Northwesterners. That's what they said in that communique. The stripping off of posts of responsibility. They gave example of that the director of cabinet, okay, of the Speaker of the National Assembly. They say we have observed that positions hitherto held by Northwesterners have been systematically seized, such as the post of Deputy Secretary General hitherto held by the Dr. Fonkam Azu, then Mr. Fossap. Okay. B, the post of Technical Advisor to the Speaker to the National Assembly hitherto held by Mr. Sanji Joseph, just to name but a few. Okay. Furthermore, staff of the National Assembly of the Northwest Extraction have been consistently sidelined in numerous appointments in the administration of the National Assembly. 3. Northwest parliamentarians are virtually absent in all the statutory and other missions of the National Assembly. 4. The Northwest members of Parliament have totally been sidelined as to what concerns the recruitment of staff at the National Assembly. Okay. They said, in this light, the above Mr. Right Honorable Speaker, we the members of Parliament of the 10th legislature from the Northwest region do hereby vehemently condemn the stigmatization and blatant manifestation of hatred embedded in the declaration of Mr. Abdurrahman Bukar, Director of Cabinet. 2. Considering the gravity and the gross violation of the principle of living together so dearly upheld by His Excellency President Paul Biya of the Republic, entreat the Speaker of National Assembly to meet deterrent sanction on Mr. Abubakar, Director of Cabinet. Call on the reconsideration of the numerical prowess of the Northwest members of Parliament in representation of the National Assembly in various capacity. These are the people that they still believe that they are being considered in that parliament. Okay? All of them sign it, right? They think that they are still being considered in that parliament. No. All these people, we told them, they have no place there. Okay? If it was remember the parliamentarians from Ambazonian, Southern Cameroon, back in the days, they left the Nigerian house. These people, this document that they signed, the only thing was for them to leave the parliament. Why are they going to beg for crumbs? Okay? They have no... Look, if they understand why we are fighting this trouble, they would understand that that parliament is not for them. Because first, they were not elected. Secondly, they don't represent any people. They don't represent anybody, right? Why are they trying to beg for crumbs? Why are they begging for crumbs? They don't represent anybody. So why should they stay there trying to think that they have a say? They don't have any say. They don't have any say. Okay? The only thing they can think of now is to leave that parliament, okay? because the parliament doesn't belong to them. Okay, it doesn't. Anything they're doing there is just like, you know, they say that statement made by Mr. Abdurrahman Buka is the director of cabinet of the Speaker of the National Assembly. They think that they have a say in that parliament. How they don't have any say. They have been stripped of all the anything that has to do with Ambazonian parliamentarians. They don't have any. They are not member of any commission. You don't have any role. What are you still doing there? What are you still doing there? You don't have any role to play. You are not in any of the commissions. You are not in anything there. You are now begging for crumbs. You are begging to be part of somebody who does not want you to be part of something. I don't understand. Mm? So they have to leave the parliament. Mm? They have to leave the parliament. That's all. I don't know what they're still doing there, right? They don't have any say. Then they are begging to be recognized. They are decrying gross marginalization. Who think that they are crying the absence of strategic committees, international parliamentary bodies? They are not member. They are crying what? Hmm? What are they crying? Hmm? It's just crazy, right? That they think that they belong when they don't belong. Hmm? They don't belong. Hmm? When you see things happening and somebody will just be saying things because they think that they can they can say things, right? No, they don't belong there. If you don't belong in any way, why do you force yourself to be where you don't belong? Hmm? It doesn't make sense, right? You don't belong somewhere. You are forcing yourself to belong where you don't belong. Hmm? You don't belong there. Hmm? Forcing yourself. Okay, now let's talk about the seminar that was uh, held today. Uh, I know uh, those people who attended it saw the different opinion that were raised by the organizers. You know, those organizers. You had a Professor Kathy Collin, is the director of the MA in conflict resolution. You know, is a program assistant and is a teaching professor within the Department of Government at Georgetown University. There were also Professor Barrage O'Malley. You know, he's a professor of peace and reconciliation at the University of Massachusetts. That's in Boston. There is also the moderator Suzanne Gaze. She's the executive director of the Pathfinder for Peace and Principle for. Uh, he's the also the founder of the Gaze Mediation and Facilitation LLC. So these are the people who did that organization, the conference. The seminar was about the referendum, okay, the referendums in conflict and peace processes, which concerns the southern Cameroon, okay, because many who favor an independent Ambazonia as a solution to the crisis, to the southern Cameroon crisis, they they thought that it was good to discuss a possible referendum on independence. Okay, but the question is, can a referendum advance a liberation movement? Okay, under what condition does a referendum lead to independence? Okay, what role can referendum play in the peace process, okay? What role? So these experts brought up a lot of different discussions, and uh, I would like us to talk about that because the speakers and organizers suggested that the following internal arrangement and agreement between Ambazonians before uh, should be put in place, okay? And most of the participants were very uh, impressed with the discussions, okay? The question that was raised more was about the preparedness of the people of Southern Cameroon. How prepared are the people of Southern Cameroon towards a referendum? Okay, we have seen a lot of issues raised towards the referendum issue, but we still have some skeptics within Ambazonia who still think that a referendum is not possible, and they are still hallucinating about the 1972 referendum, but what we are looking here is uh, if the international community thinks that the peace process can be held through a referendum, why should Ambazonians refuse a referendum, right? Because uh, you can argue that uh, we are not ready for a referendum, but if the Amazonian people decide that yes, they are ready, and we have seen a lot of discussions about that, right? About the surveys that were held in uh, Southern Cameroon, and how we saw the percent the percentage of Southern Cameroonians that were in favor of a referendum, right? It was quite amazing, and that's why La Republic don't want to even talk about that. Okay, they still look at the crisis as something that they can win militarily. Okay, but the people of Amazonia are ready for a referendum because they know they are willing to end the crisis. First of all, secondly, they know that they have a journey course. Okay, now do we really have the platform to to convince the international community that we are ready for the referendum? That is what we have to start uh, 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 trying to uh, make up by ourselves, right? The people of Amazonia are the ones to decide their fate. The international community can only come to support. The discussions today was geared towards that preparedness, okay? How the people of Southern Cameroon are ready. The the people of Southern Cameroon are ready for a referendum, okay? So can we say that the referendum can be held now in Ambazonia? We know a referendum is a direct vote by the electorate, by the people, okay? And if the people say that they want a referendum, then the international community will come in, okay? But what they want to see is the preparedness, okay? Are the people of Southern Cameroon prepared for it? Okay, that is what we are trying to see, right? The international community says that they want to know how prepared the people of Southern Cameroon are. Okay, uh, a referendum may be useful to ensure a broad base of political support for this crisis because the people of Southern Cameroon are ready for that vote, right? They are ready to go in and uh, make their voices heard, because this is about the people of Southern Cameroon, okay? And are they ready for it? Are the leaders, are the people, are the diasporans, are they ready for an event of a referendum? Okay, getting all these things prepared, our our people getting ready with their currency, with their banks, with the flags, with the all these issues that makes a country. Okay, for the past 7 years, we have been trying to make this happen, because we believe that if you don't have a flag, you don't have an anthem, you don't have a central bank, you don't, these are things that the international community is will see and say, wow, these people are already ready for an event of the declaration of, okay, the the restitution of the declaration of the restoration of the independence. If we don't have all this in place, the international community feels that we are not ready, right? The international community will see and say, wow, these people. So this is what we have to start looking at. Do we have our own currency? Do we have a national anthem that uh, we can have our flag, our emblem? All these are things that we have been trying to do to make like Republic know that we have a country, we have a government, we have institutions ready. Okay, but for the past years, most people were just against government. Okay, thinking that government means that, oh, that is the government, they want to be the ones in power, they want to. These are symbolic things that we were trying to build, because when you have a government, the international community is looking at the structure. Okay, see how, oh, these people are ready. Okay, we can support these people and let them just have their yes, because that is how you gain support. If you see the questions that they were even asked, even for referendum, nobody will come and support you when they don't see you having something ready. Because in case of a referendum today, what are we going to have? We're going to have the groups going from one conference to another, going from left to right. What are all those for? Okay, they are trying to look at the referendum. Okay, from the discussions that the international community had today with some Ambazonians, okay, those questions are what we as Ambazonians need to start ponder on. Okay, the question of the possibility of La Republic trying to destabilize Southern Cameroon after the referendum is a possibility, right? It's a possibility. Talking of the La Republic mass exodus of our people, okay, out of our territory, says that it favors uh, La Republic, because once people are leaving the territory, how can they come back when it comes to a referendum? Okay, so those are things that we have to look at. Okay, then they talk about uh, if we want to conduct this referendum, are the people of Southern Cameroon ready to to welcome the international community? How can we educate our people? Okay, how can we educate our people for this? Because most of our people don't even understand that a referendum will mean that they can. You remember, because of lack of education in 1972, where they brought that thing and people just were just confused. They were just, they went and put we and yes. You know how crooked these people are, you know. So our people must be well educated so that they know that anything that they are doing, this is how they have to vote. This is what is going to be, So so we have to educate our people. Okay, this is going to be happening before and after this referendum. Okay, and we understand La Republic, being our neighbor, has entrenched because they know the possibility of Southern Cameroon having its independence. So they have they are preparing for bring some destruction, right? Yes, they are ready for some destruction. That is why the international community has seen it that we should avoid any possibility of La Republic conducting a self referendum, you know, in our area. Okay, we have to call for the internationally mediated referendum, not anything that La Republic did. We have learned our lesson in the past. We don't want that again. And La Republic cannot come and be conducting referendum in our territory when it is we have an international community that can do that. Okay, so we are making sure that before the referendum, our people should come back home for, if you are in all those French areas and so on and so forth, you have to come back because this mass exodus of our people is instead favoring La Republic, okay, in case of a referendum, right? How are they going to allow people who are not in Ambazonia to vote? That will be a big question, okay? They have to prepare a smooth transition, smooth passage of all the diasporans to go back and vote, okay? The international community will create a buffer zone. That buffer zone will be a safe zone for all diasporans, whether you are in Africa or what country in the world, you can come back home and vote. Okay, that will be a good possibility, and those are the discussions that were carried out today. And from the discussion, we can tell that the international community is looking at something referendum for the struggle, and once they see proof of that, the Amazonian people are ready, they will support us. Okay, but if we are still there, very lukewarm, there are people who think that a referendum means a defeat for us, and no, a referendum doesn't mean defeat. A referendum is one of the possibilities, okay, possibilities of a peace process, because this this referendum even will not take 1 year, 2 year, or 3 years. Some referendum preparation would take 10 years. So when some people say they don't want referendum, but they don't know the how difficult it is. How difficult it is to prepare for this. Okay, how families are being displaced, how people are living from one state to another, how people. It's about our preparedness. But this thing, if we don't settle down, we will keep rambling, 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 and at the end of the day, the international community will get tired. But are we ready? Are we ready to reconcile ourselves? Are we ready to 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 bring people together to discuss common issues? This is a test for us. Are we still fighting for power? Well, what power are we fighting when we don't have a country? We don't have a country yet. Eh, when we want to build something, people don't want to accept something. Okay, you can't claim that you want something, but you don't. You are not ready to accept that we are building an institution. We have a constitution. We have anthem. We have a flag. We have all that. Then when it comes to that, oh, let's have a government and a president, you say no, 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 no. We are not supposed to do that. the international community is telling us. This is a question from the international community. Do we have an anthem? No. Do we have a currency? No. Do we have a flag? So answer it for yourself, because these are the questions the international community is putting in front of today in this conference. If you attended the conference, you understand. The international community is asking us, do we have a central bank? We don't have a central bank. Do we plan to handle that in the in the independent Ambazonian? How do we plan to have our Ambazonian central bank? We have our own currency, not francs CFA, amber coin or amber currency. These are things that they were asking, and if you don't have these things put in place, these institutions, how do you think someone will come and support you? These people will not be coming to support groups. They will not be coming there to be supporting. This is my group. This is my this. That is just BS. It is all BS. If you don't have these institutions, you don't have these things, that country cannot just come and support groups, support this. We need all the leaders to sit and say, okay, this is our communique. This is this. This is this. This is this. We have this. We have this. We have this. Okay. This is what we want. This is what we want. No other person, after they speak, another leader cannot go and be talking again to people that other leaders have already spoken to, right? That is when they know that you guys are not ready. So how do you think people will come and support you when you still believe in, this is my leader, this is my this is my this is my this? When during this conference, they never ask who is the president. They never ask who is this. They never ask whose group is this. They are coming to talk to Ambazonians. And all those people that attended, you saw how these discussions went, right? Mature discussion, talking facts. Do we have emblem? Do we have flag? Do we have all this? Why do you think they're asking this? This is what makes a country. A country is not just for people to sit in conferences, hold different seminars and hold this. That's not, those things don't build country. The institutions, the strength of the institution is what makes people that can easily say, okay, these people are ready. Okay. When we want to do this, for the past 7 years, people say, oh, we don't want a government. We don't want a president. We don't want it. How do you have a support from the international community if you don't want to recognize one president? You want to have your own president. This one, if you are dismissed or you are, respect the constitution. Respect the institutions. If you are impeached and removed, you say you are not leaving office. You are not respecting the institution. How do you want the international community to respect it if you cannot respect what you are trying to build? If they impeach you and remove you, it's the institution that was written, and you know it very well. But when it comes to your turn, you say, no, I'm not leaving. You go and build your own, you go and make your own constitution. You go and make your own things. How do you think the international community can take you serious? They can't. That's why they have been preaching all this, preaching. Some people don't understand. These diplomats don't say things directly. Okay, these are universities and government institutions and organizations recognized by the United States. They are coming to have all these seminars, all these things. It is for our own good. But some of us think that if it's not my leader, I will not support that thing. That old mentality of CPTM mentality. Some of Ambazonians have that mentality now. So why are we bother bothering ourselves to, if we still have that CPDM mentality, to have one president there till thy kingdom come? They don't care. Just leave that president there. That's my president. He can stay there for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, no problem. I love him. If there is no democratic principles, what kind of country are we trying to build? Or what kind of country do you want somebody to come and support? A country that does not have elections? Are you serious? A country that does not want to respect, people don't want to respect the institutions and the constitution? Come on. What kind of country are you trying to build? We we know that countries are rooted from their institutions. The only thing that makes America great today is the institutions. It's the institutions and the constitutions. That is what makes America great. Those two things. The rest, they don't care, because those two things, if you want to try it, they will tell you that no. Look at what happened to Donald Trump, right? He tried to call the supporters to come, and even the vice president, Mike Pence, told them that no, I cannot go and object that Joe Biden is the winner of the election. This he said it. Mike Pence said, don't make me to go and disrespect the Constitution. We have constitutions. We have institutions. You don't want me as a vice president to go and desecrate our institution. It doesn't work like that. So those are principles that you have to respect. No matter how little your country is, what makes a country strong is the democratization process. It's the institution and constitution, those two things. If you care, you go and do what you want to do. If you don't respect those two things, you don't have a country. Because you go and be doing your own things. If they elect somebody, you say the person is not elected. If they do this, you say the person is not going nowhere. America today is strong because of their institution. How many presidents do you have in America today? Trump was a 45th president, 45 president. Joe Biden is a 46th president. Every 4 years, you don't even talk, you don't even argue about that. You heard Obama's speech. Obama said they still love him. He can still remain as president. But the Constitution does not permit him to do that. The Constitution says 2 terms. One term is 4 years. Another term is 4 years. You have to stay 8 years and leave. See how happy Obama is. He's living his happy life with his family, going for vacation and doing his things and enjoying his life. He makes his money from, if he go to speech, does his speeches, he makes his money from there. He's still a professor in a university. He's still a law professor. He still makes money. He still does his things. He lives his peaceful life now. Why do people have that mentality to stay somewhere where your life become entangled? Look at this one in Gabon. Make some noise. What kind of noise do you want them to make? When you are sick, you are walking like that as somebody who can fall. But you want people to make noise so that you should stay in power. That was his 3rd term in office, that guy. His father handed the power to him. He won the first one, he won the second one. This one now was a 3rd term that he also went and changed the constitution. Why are we the ones to change constitution? Why do Europeans don't change their constitution? Why do Europeans don't change it? Only Africans. That mentality, still that mentality to to disrupt. They are talking of democracy. What democracy do you want to build? What country will come and support you when you don't respect the simple thing that you have? Look at the court case that we had with that Sako drag the interim government to court. Why did they lose the case? They followed the bylaws. It's the bylaws that they followed in the court. Eh? They say you claim to be in charge of this. What is your portfolio? What proof can you bring that you are the person that can lead? You were impeached and removed. You are still there. What mindset do you? Even the judge is who? The judge will never give you that kind of case because you have been impeached and removed. You don't want to go. You still turn then sending. You instead prefer to take people to court. Are you normal? So we are looking at all these things. This conference was about that. Okay, the possibility of a referendum. They made it clear. We have to make the ground hot for the United Nations to come. The way the crisis is going, if you don't make the ground hot, the United Nations will not come. It will not come. So we have to sacrifice. We have to sacrifice. Yes, when they call for lockdown, they call for all these things. It's part of the struggle. It's part of the struggle. The struggle is not like smooth. Everybody will say, okay, let's just sorry this. No. Okay. The struggle continues as it has been for the past 7 years. If not, the United Nations will not come. International community will not come. They told us today in the meeting, in this conference, this seminar, if the ground is not hot, forget it. So what we have been doing for the past 7 years needs to increase because they are not feeling the ground as if it's hot. It's not hot. But people are here fighting for position. Diasporans. They are only thinking, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to, for nothing. Post that they don't even pay you. It's volunteer positions. But you see people want to be this, want to be that, want to be this. For what? The international community had this meeting today. Did they even ask for the president or vice president no, they did not ask for that. They are speaking facts, talking of facts. They will not come and be asking who is the president, who is the this, who is the that, who is the group, who is the group. Massa, are we not tired of these groupings and all this nonsense? Conferences from left to right that this group going to organize their own conference. Do you want to organize their own? Do you want to come and say it's reconciliation? You want to reconcile. What first is the cause of the problem? It's greed. Most Ambazonians are just being greedy. Okay? That mindset that if it's not you, I will not respect it. If it's not you that does something, I will not respect what other people are trying to do. It must be you. If it's not you, may all things spoil. That mindset. That is why we are in these positions like this. Then people are still calling for conferences, this. Conferences that have no head. We have the 1st of October march coming. Instead of you mobilizing in your country, I saw the one in Germany. They are already mobilizing. The one in the USA here, they are already mobilizing. What are you doing in your country to promote the struggle? 1st of October. You see the guys down there, they'll be marching. March in your country. March in your country. March in your country. We need
all Ambazonians to come together to march on that day. It's a general day for marching. So don't be complaining about this, that, this, that, when you are not playing your part. For the past 7 years, that thing of pointing finger has far gone. Don't stop pointing fingers. Now the question is, what are you doing for the struggle? It's not about John Peter Paul, all the place, John Peter Paul. That's crazy. What are you doing now for the struggle? Stop calling names. No, nobody care about your name, calling your this or that. That's past events. The international community is coming to strategize now. It's about strategy. What are you ready for this? Can you make this to happen? Are you ready for a referendum? Yes. Okay, what are you planning for this referendum? What can you tell the international community that you have in place? Just in case the international community is coming now, the United Nations is coming. What do you have in place? When they want to have a government, you people say they don't want a government. And now, the international community is asking, do you have anything like a government or something that they can see and say, okay, this is what people want to have, but groups going round and round looking for what group to support. The international community is not coming to ask groups, so they're asking constitution. They're asking institution. Okay, they're asking something that they can believe, they can trust. You don't want to respect the Restoration Council we have. You don't want to respect our interim constitution. You don't want to respect our interim government. But you want independence. You want peace. You want a referendum. We need that, because if not, you cannot carry your case to somebody, then they are saying, who is the head of this family? You don't have a head of your family. There must be a head, there must be a cabinet member, there must be a cabinet of that family. Each family has family head. If you care, you go start bring that your quarrel in your family. That's your problem. There must be a family head. A family cannot just be like that without a family head. There must be a family head. Because the family head will be the one that will question when something happens in that family. You can go and make that your argument with your family members that, oh, he's not the head of the family. They need family head. Now you don't have a family head. When they are trying to put somebody who can be there as a statutory leader, you don't want. It must be you, It must be a leader. If it's not your leader, I don't want to support that. You prefer to go form another organization. Do your own conferences. Then when they call you for collaboration, call you for unity, oh no, I'm not joining that this thing. I'm not joining that this thing. We have realized that no group can win this thing. No one group has a capacity. Okay, no one. You can say you are doing. Look at like the mother of Ambazonia trying to bring people together. There will be people who say, no, I don't want to go to that. This, I don't want to do this. No, I don't want to. People who don't even have even a broomstick in Ground Zero. People who carry big titles. Big title, but if you give them AK that shoot this AK, they don't shoot them. Only carry big title, CIC, Commander in Chief. They don't even know the security parameters. They don't even know anything about security. They don't know anything about strategy. They don't know nothing about war. They don't know nothing about that. But they will be carrying big titles for nothing. Empty-headed people, empty head. All these leaders you see like that, they just like titles, but ask them strategy. How do you think we can win this? Just carry that big title. But at the end of the day, they are there as leaders. But are we winning? Are we moving forward with different strategies? No. Because some people are there just like symbolic leaders. They just want to be leaders, even though they don't have any strategy. Then they think that, oh, okay, they have their small clique there, small groups, 10 people, 5 people. This one has his own group of 5 people. The one has his own small group, 10 people. The one has no strategy, nothing. The international community came today for this seminar. They were asking pertinent questions. They cannot answer. They cannot answer. And at the end of the day, if you cannot answer this simple question, okay, how do you plan to organize this referendum? If the international community say, okay, now they want to come in and organize a referendum, they don't have any strategy, nothing. All what they discuss in their conferences, they have a conference in Canada, they have a conference in Belgium, they have nothing they discuss. No strategy, nothing how to move the struggle forward. It's only about people going to take positions. Only this one want to be the leader. This one want to be this. And then you just sit on top of that leadership and just be looking place. No strategy, you don't get that money. You only want to take position for saying that you be the leader. This is 7 years. 7 years. No one strategy. The international community is only watching at us. This thing will take more than 10 years again. Then they'll come again and say, are you guys ready? After 10 years, are you guys ready? They are only watching at you. They are killing our people, killing our soldiers, killing our freedom fighters. They only can ask and say, after 10 years, they'll come again. You people are there fighting for power, fighting for position. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I wanted to bring this conference because a lot of things that were discussed, the issue of referendum that was brought up, and I said, no, let me bring it and see how we can talk about it. But this subject of referendum has been in the hearts and minds of many people. The international community is looking at the crisis, if it can be resolved through that dimension. Okay, so it's up to the people of Ambazonia. But with this mindset, do you think we are ready? No, we are not ready. If the United Nations come today and say, okay, they want to start preparing for the referendum, are we ready? No. Because some people, these greedy individuals, call themselves leaders. They want to stay there and become the Ogak Patak Pata. Then, but the head, nothing is there. Only that name, titles, CIC. Nothing on their head. Then you hear another one, the way they don't impeach them, they don't remove them, they don't want to come out of power. One, the way they attend over, they say they be still president. One, the way they refuse election, they don't go for election, they be still president. Then on a 1 minute international community can't support on it. The mindset of some of these Ambazonians is the number one reason why we have not succeeded in this struggle. But some of these leaders don't even think about that. The number one cause that we have not succeeded is not even La Republique. It's not France. It's not Ambazonian people. It's this greed from these leaders. The greed that if it's not them, better me outing chakarao. I'll just give you just some few examples. When we went to Switzerland, the Swiss government came in to mediate. Some leaders said, I'm not going to Switzerland, like Ayaba. The other one is Jomba Akuro. They said they're not going to Switzerland. So they asked them, why are you not going to Switzerland? They said, because La Republic has not shown sign of that they are coming, so they cannot go there. But if you cannot build a consensus for your own consensus in your own area, in your own camp, do you think the enemy is happy or not happy that you are disunited? The enemy wins, because the enemy will say, I don't know who to go and discuss, and that is what La Republic said during the Swiss negotiation. La Republic now told the Swiss government that they are out of the Swiss-led negotiation. They look for some of those leaders who did not go to Switzerland. They say, okay, they want to go to Canada. These leaders now went and form a group they call the Big Four. They went on that they are the Big Four, that they are going to Canada. When the other people asked, when they came back from Canada, they have never had a press conference till today. They were asking them, what do you discuss in Canada with the delegation of La Republic? We did not have any response from them. Like, you go and represent the people of Ambazonia, you come back, you don't even tell the people what you discuss. At the end of the day, what happened? We saw a letter from the communication minister of La Republic that they did not initiate any conference. Just imagine. So the lesson we have learned is that if our leaders don't sit together, okay, and talk to the surrogates that this is not good, what you are doing is not helping the struggle. You can go and be condemning people, say what you are doing. That's for your own leader. But if the leaders don't sit together, have a consensus, nothing will work. Because this one will go ahead and meet the ambassador. This one go and meet the consular officer. This one go and meet the minister of this. This one go and meet. How do you want people to trust you when I'll sit in my office, one leader come and talk to me, tomorrow another leader come and talk to me, after tomorrow another leader come talk for me? The same struggle, but 3 leaders came and spoke to me as a foreign dignitary or as a foreign minister or whatever. How do you think I can take you people serious? I will never take you people serious. That's how the white man is. Never. They will just say these people are not serious. Because you now come, you say, oh, you are the president. This one come, oh, I'm the CIC. This one come, oh, I'm the chairman of this. You are coming with different messages to come and talk to me, and you're expecting me to support you. All of you are Ambazonians. What impression do you create? The first impression I'll get, me, as a white man or as a foreigner, I'll just say these people are not serious people. Because you are divided. You come and talk to me that, no, you are the one in charge. You are the one in charge. You are the chairman. You are the CIC. You are the president. Another one come. No, it's me. That guy is not the president. I'm the president. After 2 days, another one come and talk to me. No, it's me who is the president. That one has been impeached. That one has been removed. That one has been. Even if I want to support you, I will never support that kind of nonsense. One, it's not democratic. Two, is showing disunity. Okay, disunity. Three, it shows that you people are going towards chaos. Nobody will support that kind of thing. That's why for the past 7 years, no country will come and support you when you fight. This one, oh no, I'm the president. This one, no, 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 no. If you Ambazonian want to learn like that. If not, you keep fighting among yourself. I'm the president, I'm the this, I'm the that, I'm the this, I'm the that. When people are dying back home. You are dying back home and you are there fighting for position. Position when I don't even know what people are fighting for. But you want independent. My only advice is for you guys to think on the bigger picture. Leave that your small groups. Small groups. Start think about the bigger Ambazonian. That's when you will be conscientized. But if you stay in that your small groups, small cliques, know that we'll have another 10 years again to start thinking again. We'll have another 10 years to fight. That's all what I'll tell you people. Thank you very much for watching, and please share so that Ambazonians should understand what is going on. Okay, let's share and share. Also, 1st of October. 1st of October. It's a Sunday. Please, let's build our momentum using the 1st of October and make some noise. The real noise, not the one of Ali Bongo and those criminals. I mean the real noise. Make some noise. Okay? Let the international community hear us. That's what I'm saying. So stay blessed. God bless you. Please share as you join. Okay? Thank you very much. And stay blessed. Bye for now.